Hyrule Warriors, the Zelda game where you can choose to play as your favorite Zelda character and beat the tar out of everybody, each one coming with unique features, costumes, and special moves. A Zelda fan's dream come true. That being said, I unfortunately don't own the game or the system because I don't have the money to buy either at the moment. Yes, I am one of those losers. But I do really want the game because it just looks like fun and I love a lot of the characters you can play as. Plus it would tide me over until the next new Zelda game came out. And yes, I am aware of this video game Breath of the Wild, but I don't want to get that game. And I have plenty of reasons why. That's another video for another day. This video is about characters I'd love to see in an expansion of Hyrule Warriors if they decided to add one. I am aware of Legends, but only two of the characters in that version actually interest me, namely Linkle and the Skull Kid. I never liked Wind Waker, unpopular opinion I know, so I came up with a list of ones I would really be happy if they added to the game sometime in the future. Number 1, Meilon. Meilon I chose because seeing her fight in battle would be interesting, and any special moves she's given would be amusing to see. Meilon's weapon of choice would be a pitchfork, as she is a farm girl, and it's a pretty dangerous weapon to have. She can also use a singing voice as a special move, as when she sings a bonus song, it summons a stampede of horses to trample their enemies, and a second special move would involve a flock of cuckoos attacking the enemy as well. She got to use a bow as a weapon as a shout out to the younger Romani girl from Majora's Mask, and a special move for that could involve her shooting a target of the aliens in the game, which brings down the invasion, who then grab enemies and take them in the air and out of view. Or the creators could simply replace Meilon with the Romani sisters, and they fight as a duo, having different abilities. Same or similar to the abilities I listed for Meilon above, the older sister holding onto the pitchfork, and the younger sister using the bow. Number 2, Saria. I wanted Saria on my list because she's one of my favorite characters, and 2, it would be interesting to see what they would come up with her. She has a lot of potential and a good inventory to use as well. She can also use the Kokiri sword and Deku shield as default weapons, but also use other weapons like slingshot and Deku sticks. Special moves could involve the Spider Boss from the Deku Tree dungeon, summoning Phantom Ganon out of a painting, who would attack everything around her, and playing Saria's song, which forces the enemies to dance before she finishes them off with a final blow. That creates an image of the sage of forest symbol on the ground, which then grows trees out of it. Skull Kids could also be incorporated in the moves as well, seeing as they seem to really like and enjoy playing her signature song. Number 3, Deku Princess. The Deku Princess is a lot harder to figure out a moveset and ability format for, but I did come up with a few things. Of course, she will have normal Deku attacks, while others will include the abilities Deku Link possessed in Majora's Mask. The flower hovering ability, which she lets her drop nuts on enemies, and the Deku pipes she can use to summon her monkey friends to do more damage. I want her to have her at it because, well, I think she's adorable, and her moveset and skills would be fun to see. Number 4, Odawa. Odawa is actually pretty easy to add to Hyrule Warriors, because he really does seem like a wise addition. He's got plenty of moves and abilities. Why did I choose him? Mostly because he's the only villain in Majora's Mask that make any sense as a playable character, partly due to his humanoid appearance and established powers. I can picture him chanting in Mayan to bring forth his special moves, which would bring fire and insect like moths and spiders. Number 5, Poe Master or Collector. Poe Collector would be amusing to see in action. He uses a Poe cage or the stick he has in Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time as weapons. Most of his moves would be Poe based, him using different types of Poes to cause damage depending on whether the Poe is large or small. He can use Poes from every game they appear in, and each Poe has its own look just like they are in the game they come from. From the rather cute looking Poes from Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time to the nightmarish Poes featured in Twilight Princess. His special moves could involve big Poes. Number 6, Nabaru. This I chose because Nabaru is an awesome character and really should have been added to the game from the beginning. Her weapon would be those double swords the Gerudo's wield in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Her moveset could be taken from the fighting style of the Gerudos in the game. As a special move, she could bring out Twin Rova, which can freeze or burn enemies together or separately. Her special moves could involve the witches being separate and flying around the stage, causing mayhem, or them in their combined state. I think it would be an interesting thing to see. Number 7, Kiaton. This was my sister's idea. I have no idea how it works, but I figured I'd put it in this list anyway, just because she mentioned it. I could probably figure out something for them. Number 8, Aghanim. Aghanim would be interesting to see in Hyrule Warriors. He's a dark magic wielder that just might be Sheikah, going from the interesting symbol on his clothing. I don't know if he would have a weapon, or he would just use magic. I admit I don't know a whole lot about him, but he seemed like a wise addition. Number 9, Happy Mask Salesman. The Happy Mask Salesman, the most mysterious Zelda character, would be great to have in Hyrule Warriors. With his vast inventory of masks, he could use multiple powers and abilities. One special moves could involve playing some kind of song on the giant piano he pulled out Majora's Mask. Also, if he has his angry face, his power increases. Number 10, Hero's Shade. I always thought adding the Hero's Shade would be a no-brainer for Hyrule Warriors. The character has a lot of interesting moves he teaches to Link in Twilight Princess, and given he's the Link from Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, it'll make him an even bigger objective. One of his special moves could be him taking on the Golden Wolf form and running around the stage madly and attacking enemies. Well, that's about it for my list of Zelda characters that should be added in Hyrule Warriors. If you agree or disagree, it's fine. It's just my opinion. That's all for now. Have a nice day, and see you next mission.